going to win. And he said that the problem is he's a nice guy. And I'm just wondering if that's a good image for you. Are you a nice guy, and then you'll deal with the Congress that is at each other's throats?
Says the curmudgeon.
Yes, well, I know what I'm talking about. No, but you will be going to a Congress where many members of Congress have quit. Powerful committee members have quit. They say it's not the place it was, and it's quite bitter. What do you anticipate looking there should you win in November?
Well, I mean, I think I'm nice. But I'll just say this. I think there's a little bit of a stereotype of South Asians being like, soft-spoken and nice and under the radar. And, I look at our race, for instance, and I kept reading in the newspaper that this was a 4-person race, me and 3 other Caucasian people. Everyone counted out Atif Karni, the former Secretary of Education, who we thought was actually going to show out really well. And I thought he ran a great campaign. He's a great candidate, has a bright future. And so I just look at that, and, I'm a nice guy, totally. I get along with Republicans. I started a caucus to try to get Democrats and Republicans to work together. I'm going to do more of that work in Congress. I'm also a fighter, too. I mean, we've got a really expensive toll road in Loudoun County, and, people told me not to touch that issue, but it was the first issue I touched. And, I fought and clawed, and we actually got a bill that basically capped the tolls on that Greenway toll road. And then the second issue, I took on Dominion, who had never lost a fight in the General Assembly.
Company.
Yeah, and I won. I passed the bill that basically led to refunds, $400 million worth of refunds for ratepayers. And that was throwing out a lot of elbows, right? So I know how to get things done. I know when to fight and how to fight. It doesn't mean, going on Twitter and attacking people, but it can mean behind the scenes getting the right group of legislators to support you on an issue, regardless of whether Democrats or Republicans. So, yeah, I'm a nice guy, but I'm a fighter, too.
Moving to the general election, you're facing off against the Republican nominee and tech executive Mike Clancy. How will your general election campaign differ from your primary campaign?
I've never been someone. I've been through a couple of primaries now in the same area, Loudoun County, and I've never changed my message between primary and general election. I do want to know what his stance is on reproductive rights. I do want to know what his stance is on gun violence prevention and how he feels about Trump. And I look at something like Project 2025, the undermining of the federal workforce, and that's really personal to our community. I wonder if Republicans generally on the ballot in Virginia are going to support something like that that's so detrimental to our community, or, the constant threat of shutdowns. I want to know whether Republicans that are running in Virginia, especially Northern Virginia, support that and support what the Freedom Caucus is doing.
And let me throw you a big issue from Sam. What do you think about paving the gravel roads in Loudoun County? It's a big deal.